Mid-afternoon, 2:36 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Wednesday, August 9th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So we've got some news breaking here this afternoon. We've got Ripple versus SEC jury trial is set for spring of 2024. Ripple and the SEC have until December 4, 2023 to submit all pretrial filings, document exhibits, and motions to exclude evidence from the jury. So earlier this morning, we had earlier today, and it came out like 7, 8 o'clock this morning. I didn't even mention it because I knew it was fake and FUD. But there was something circulating around the XRP community that the SEC was not going to pursue legal further action and they were not going to appeal. It was proved to be satire. That's why I didn't cover it this morning. So anybody who was confused with that, that's what that was all about earlier today. But this is actually what's going on. Ripple versus SEC jury trial is set for spring 2024. Ripple and the SEC have until December 4, 2023 to submit all pretrial filings, document exhibits, and motions to exclude evidence from the jury. And we knew that this case wasn't going to end this year. We figured it was going to end up going to a jury trial for the rest of this case, and it would be third quarter of this year, sometime in September. It came out earlier. It came out a month earlier than I thought, close enough. Seeing that we talked about this in 2021. So it's starting to line up exactly how we need it to. So if you're a holder, if you're part of the community, just listen to this just so you have all the current factual information. A federal judge has issued a timeline for when we can expect to hear the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission's argument against Ripple Labs in front of a jury. The case is expected to go to trial in the Southern District of New York during the second quarter of 2024. Court filings released Wednesday show both parties have 2 weeks to submit blackout dates to the court. Ripple and the SEC have until December 4, 2023 to submit all pretrial filings, documents, exhibits, and motions to exclude evidence from the jury, the judge added. The latest filings come weeks after Judge Annalisa Torres handed down a partial summary judgment in the case which started in December 2020. The court ruled that while Ripple's institutional sales of XRP were found to constitute an unregistered securities offering, programmable sales were not. While many in the crypto community and pro-Ripple camp saw the ruling as a major win, the summary judgment does not set a precedent for other tokens and issuers and leaves several key issues to be resolved at a trial. And also, retail sales were also ruled not a security and/or programmable sales. An investment contract. Programmable sales also were not a security. Torres' ruling did not determine whether or not a physical written contract is required as part of the Howey test. Ripple argues that because it did not have a written contract, it does not qualify as a security. Whether or not XRP follows strict verbal commonality, referring to whether investors and promoters have mutual dependence on financial success, will have to be decided at trial as well. The trial announcement came hours after a widely circulated document claiming the SEC had elected not to appeal the programmable sales ruling provided to be fake. XRP tokens rallied around 3% on the false reports, and that's factually incorrect. That had nothing to do with the false report. We actually bounced off a liquidity grab, and we needed to have this is why I like to cover this, and if you're watching this during the live premiere of this update, this is why I like to do this. So if you're watching this, it didn't rally because of that. We bounced off a liquidity grab at 596, and the resistance on the 200-day resistance goes all the way up to around 66 cents. So it was the perfect retest of the falling. We had a falling channel essentially, what formed in XRP. We hit the downtrending resistance at 66 cents. So it doesn't have. I don't think it had anything to do with this fake report. I don't think anybody bought into this report. It was only reported by the biggest FUD media people out there. So if anybody you follow covers this kind of news and they present it to you in a factual manner, that's how you know you don't follow them anymore. Because you don't want to be bamboozled when we get into these times. You need to have the most. You're not the victim here. You're playing the winners. So you have to have the most educated and informed decision that you can make, but that can only happen if you have all the information. You can't make an educated and informed decision if you're getting false information and you're basing your decisions on something that's not real. So make sure you know who you're getting your information from and that you can trust them. Make sure also later today you join me on Winning Wednesdays. As we buy algo for the fourth week, now we have 3,000 tokens. We'll be buying our $75 later today in an update, and I'll do a premiere on that as well. So just get all the factual information. Share this on social media. And we can come to a conclusion here, but we won't base it on the nonsense that goes around day after day. The SEC has not filed an appeal yet, and it does not have a strict deadline to submit an interlocutory appeal. However, legal experts say that if an appeal is coming, it will likely be filed by the end of the week. August 11th will be the 30-day mark from when the summary judgment was handed down, after which it will be harder for the SEC to make its case. Jeremy Hogan, partner at Hogan & Hogan, said in a tweet. That is also FUD. So just pay attention to the truth. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you got anything else, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channels. I can't thank you all enough for joining my channel.